I got an interesting real estate related question today from someone I know well. And that question was, can I poop in someone's house during showings? You know, this is actually a common question, maybe not phrased the same way, but there are a lot of people who ask if they can use the restroom in someone else's house during a showing. The short answer is no, you really should not. It's not a public restroom. You're going in to look at someone's house. Etiquette-wise, it's just not a good thing for everyone to start using the restroom while they're touring someone's house. And there are reasons for that, other than the fact that it's just kind of strange. Number one, the water may be off. I've certainly had listings, and I've seen other people's listings where people just went ahead and used the restroom and really didn't check to see if the water was turned off in the house or not. So then you get a very dirty toilet at the end of that, and someone hasn't been able to wash their hands. So, the water may be shut off, and then, if it's disconnected entirely, then you've got to go to extremes to get that remedied. Most of the time, as a listing agent, you can just go in and turn the water on in the main valve of the house, and then you're fine. I actually did have someone blow an ejector pump while down in the basement while they were using the restroom in the house, and that was a very expensive bill for the sellers. So, they messed with the water. I had to figure out what they had done in order to know what direction to go in for the sellers who were out of town. So it got kind of sticky there when that ejector pump went out during that whole thing. I had to figure out, they tried to turn the water off, and they tried to do a whole bunch of things. They turned the toilet valve off, just really caused some trouble. So you don't want to be responsible for that type of damage as a seller or as a buyer. So just understand the water may be off. Also, the house may have plumbing issues. There was nothing wrong with that ejector pump that the sellers were aware of in the one house I just cited, but one more flush and that thing was old. It was ready to go. So you never know when someone has plumbing issues. We had another story out of my office where the buyer agent was looking at the house, and one of the couple, the wife, slipped off and used the bathroom and didn't realize that there was nothing connected. So everything that went through the toilet went down into the basement. And no one knew that the plumbing was disconnected until it was too late and there was damage, and the buyers had to pay for that damage. They were on the hook for it. Also, the toilet may overflow and cause damage as well. Even if it's not disconnected plumbing, the toilet could choose to overflow at that time, especially if it's a tricky toilet, and it can cause further damage to the house. And you don't want to be responsible for any of that when you're going through a house. As an agent, I don't even use the bathroom in people's homes. I just don't. I try to go to a public restroom or just make sure that I've taken care of that before I leave. So I don't even. But we don't want to make a practice out of using the restroom in someone else's house. So if you have a question about this topic or any other, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me at 513-236-1254. You can private message me. But if you're on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye.